Oh, there we go. Right, if I'm following my rather unhinged... Nah, they're not really unhinged, are they? In a certain film, a certain character gives birth to her children, obviously, and then dies because she's sad. That's how the narrative portrays it. There are alternative ways that could have been done, and in the novelisation of the film, she died of her injuries. So it's like a simplified way, it could have been just two scenes really, and it all makes sense leading to stuff. Or there's a bit of a longer where it still makes sense, but it's a bit longer. There's actually a big fight scene between. In case you gathered, I'm talking about Star Wars. Palpatine informs Kenobi that Darth Maul's still alive. And maybe he's on the he's on Mustafar. That's we have to do something. Yeah, he's on Mustafar. So Kenobi comes with a company of clones. Meanwhile, Anakin has the confrontation that we see in the film, but it's changed so that instead of going back to the Jedi Council, he just has a big fight with Palpatine. And that leads to Order 66. Palpatine leaves him left alive. He tells Padmé about this. They go off to Mustafar in her spaceship. Is the war over? Let's say after Dooku dies. There's negotiations to end the war, but there's a few holdouts, and Palpatine uses this as an excuse to stay in power. So this version with Darth Maul probably isn't as I guess as political, but you can. That's the crucial thing, is that they could have had more political stuff in Revenge of the Sith. They could have added the scene with the origins of the Jedi, of the Alliance, but due to all the criticism about all the Senate, all the political stuff, which is very political, all the political stuff in Star Wars, George Lucas decided to take up that scene. I should add, there are about 2 or 3 glaring errors with in the prequels that people don't really have put up on. Is that how come Palpatine's term was so long? How come he's still basically president, 10 years after Phantom Menace? It is alluded to in Revenge of the Sith, but it isn't mentioned at all in Attack of the Clones, which is perhaps a bit odd. Also, this is alluded to in the books, but not in the films, is just where and when did he have time to train to be a Sith, and where and when did he have time to train Darth Maul? That's not covered at all, which is probably a bit odd. It's weird that people don't mention that. And again, what I've mentioned in the video of a revised version of this is, why didn't he step down immediately after Dooku died? I guess that's alluded to, but the film goes too fast, you don't really have time to think about it. It just didn't occur to me till years later. That was 20 years. So, till years later is, well, surely you should have stepped down already, immediately. But oh no.